live. Perfect. Brandy, welcome to Stan Sports, and welcome everyone to Madrid. We're in front of the Bernabeu that looks more like a construction site at the moment, but this is how it is. Of course, on Sunday, the big one, El Clasico, or is it the big one? I mean, Brandy, after what happened in midweek in the Champions League, let's start with Real Madrid. You know, losing here against Manchester City, kind of this 10-minute spell where Real Madrid lost it all. Red card. It comes in a period where Real Madrid doesn't look scary at the Bernabeu anymore. I mean, how are Blancos looking before this huge game
Well,
on Sunday?
until 2 weeks ago, you would have thought that Madrid were in prime position to really take advantage of where Barcelona were making it off the field. They had their institutional crisis. They weren't playing well. They had the manager change, and it all looked set up for Madrid to really push home their advantage. Until they didn't. They dropped points against Levante. They dropped points against Celta Vigo. They went out of the Copa del Rey. So from a position of strength, it's all turned to dust pretty much in 2 weeks. And we saw that on Wednesday night when Man City came to town, where Madrid, they didn't really turn up in an attacking sense. They were quite solid in midfield as we would have expected with the likes of Valverde and Casemiro. But again, they were just lacking in that attacking department of linking midfield with the attack, getting numbers forward, getting the fullbacks into play. We saw Carvajal had a bit of a nightmare.
Absolutely.
Ferdinand Mendy.
And speaking of midfield, did it surprise you that Kroos didn't start? You know, it was,
Yeah, especially when Kroos, he's such a good set piece taker, and that's where Madrid are so strong with the likes of Ramos, Varane, Casemiro, that I would have thought that Madrid would have been looking to capitalise on Man City. They had players like Bernardo Silva. The toll of recent weeks is starting to take its toll on players like Valverde, on Casemiro, that they can't do it all. So they need more help in attack, and that's what they need on Sunday.
Yeah, and what do you think Zidane is going to go to on Sunday? Is he going to start with maybe Bale back into the team and offer more, I don't know, danger on that wing? Or do you see Vinicius partnering with Benzema? Is he going to go kind of...
Zidane is he's quite stubborn that when he stick game, he played in the last El Clasico, he had a goal disallowed, and he was quite effective in that game. So I would expect to see Bale come back, and perhaps they brought in Martin Braithwaite, which was controversial in itself.
What do you think about that, by the way? I mean...
They didn't break any rules. The rule is there to be taken advantage. They did what anyone wants to do, and that's looking out for the best interests of his club. So they signed him Martin Braithwaite. Obviously, he's not a Barcelona standard, but he's a good player, and he'll probably do a good job, you would think, between now and the summer. And it's left Leganés, as you know, with a lot of money. A lot of money is pretty useless when you can't spend it. So it's a rule that has to be changed, and it's a rule that will be changed this summer. But yeah, like we said, the Barca squad is a bit of a mess at the moment. They needed to reinforce the midfield. They brought in Frankie de Jong, but things still aren't right. Sergio Busquets doesn't have a replacement. Ivan Rakitic continues to divide the Barcelona fan base. His best days are beyond him. So
de Jong maybe hasn't kind of gelled in as Barca fans would like to. And what do you see Setien going with, mainly in attack? I don't know, can Ansu Fati go back into the team? Because, to be honest, it surprised me that I saw Vidal in kind of an offensive position in Naples, and I'm not sure if it really worked. And as you rightly said, especially in your article, Griezmann, he has a good record at the Bernabeu as well, so he has to be in the starting 11 for sure.
Griezmann's record at the Bernabeu is excellent. He scored in 3 of his last 5 appearances for Atletico Madrid, an Atletico side that rarely create chances on the road, so that makes that record even more impressive. You think that he will get more opportunities in this game against a Madrid defence, like we've just discussed, who are looking that bit shaky. In Naples, it was apparent that Barca needed a Martin Braithwaite to be that focal point up front that Griezmann and Messi could play off of. And I wouldn't be surprised if Setien goes with him on Sunday. It would be a brave decision, obviously, that would leave Madrid or Barca a bit exposed in midfield. So it's most likely that they're going to go with Griezmann and Messi up front. both of them playing in a kind of a deeper role, which then leaves Varane and Ramos in no man's land essentially with nobody to mark. And it's going to be interesting to see how they actually deal with that space. We've seen Ramos when he pushes up against, for example, Celta Vigo, what that led to. So it's going to be interesting to see how Madrid deal with not being able to defend against an out-and-out striker. So it's going to be an interesting task, and I think that's what Barca and City are going to go with in attack, with Ansu and Braithwaite, who are who are good subs to bring on in the later stage of the games. That they're quite energetic, they're quite athletic, so they could cause problems later in the game.
And to be fair to Braithwaite, in his debut for Barca, he assisted, I think, twice for Messi's goal and Artur's goal. So, well, I know you don't really like predictions, or I don't know if you're a fan of predictions, but I want you to go for one. And what would you say? What's the score you're going for Sunday? I mean, I saw some bookmakers tips. I think everyone's going for a draw, kind of maybe like a goalless draw that we saw in the previous fixture in the Camp Nou. What do you think?
Yeah, we both know Barca's record at the Bernabeu. They're going for 5 wins in a row, which so they won't have any fear coming here on Sunday.
Especially last year, winning twice in a row in the space of like a few days. It could happen away. It could happen again and just end Real Madrid season in a way.
As I said in my piece this week, both teams have a lot. They have a lot to lose. That I think both teams would be happy to take the draw, just to go back to the drawing board and to be able to re-equip for the title run-in. Because a defeat for either, it would feel like a really heavy blow. So I think it could be, like you said before we were recording, that both teams are quite. They still do have attacking talent. Obviously, Barca have Messi and Griezmann, and Madrid. They have goals from pretty much all over the pitch. If you look at Ramos, who you would expect to try and make amends after his red card on Wednesday night. They have Benzema, who hasn't been playing well, and always turn up in the big games. So you would fancy both teams.
Even Isco. Isco scored midweek.
Yeah. So I'm expecting Ramos to do all he can to make amends. I'm expecting Antoine Griezmann and Messi to have a big say in this game. So I'm going for a score draw and 1-1.
1-1. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. I agree with you. I think kind of, if we compare it back to that game at the Camp Nou, even though it was a 0-0, to be honest, it was one of the most entertaining 0-0s. There was so much quality, and I feel like at this point of the season, both clubs are kind of against the wall, and they need a big performance. They need a big statement. Real Madrid on one side, losing in the Champions League and getting knocked out in the Cup. Kind of that allure of the Bernabeu is gone, and they need a big win. They need to instill these fans here with some hope before the second fixture.
It really feels like Madrid need a win in this game to really have that platform to push on. A draw keeps them in it, but again, they're running out of fixtures, and like you said, it feels like they need that win to boost the fans, to boost the morale, to give them hope to go to the second leg in Manchester. That Kiki said, I think he would be delighted with a draw at Madrid, but Madrid, they badly need this win. And just for the fan side alone, that on Wednesday night, the atmosphere was deflated when the fans were leaving the stadium. And it feels like the players and Zidane, they need to pull out a performance for those Blancos.
Absolutely. Well, that's it for this preview, guys. Of course, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Make sure you follow Brandy Ball on Twitter and read his articles. And that's all from Madrid. Bye-bye.
Adios.